Okay, G. Vectors, lecture number 1. It's 40240580. So, when you talk about vectors, there's one thing that we need to understand that for vectors, there are two things that are important. One is the magnitude, and the other thing is the direction. So, when these two things are given, magnitude and direction, then we can directly link it to the vectors. Now, considering, let's say this is A and let's say this is B. So we can't take vectors now. We know that there is AB, but there is no magnitude and direction given. Let's say direction is this. The direction states that we are going from A to B. And the magnitude is A. So how we are supposed to write this? A, B, arrow on the top. This arrow identifies that we are going from A to B with the magnitude A. With the magnitude A. Your magnitude can be with the different variables as well. Your magnitude can be with different variables as well. Now, this statement that I'm going to write, this is the most important statement when we talk about vectors. The sign of magnitude is changed when we want to find vector with opposite direction. What does it mean? That means that since we already know that when we move from A to B, the direction is on the right hand side. That means from A to B, the direction is going on the right hand side. The magnitude is A. The sign of the magnitude is changed when we want to find the vector with the opposite direction. That means if I am coming from the opposite direction, but the actual direction is on the right, I am coming from the left. The sign will automatically change to negative. The magnitude will change to negative, which means if originally AB is A, then BA, because originally AB is A, then BA is basically coming from B to A opposite to the given direction. It will be minus A. It will be minus A. In the similar example, let's say CD is 4A. So when I write CD, if you see I'm going from C to D, but the direction is coming from D to C. What I want to do is I want to give CD, but the direction is coming from D to C. So we are going to opposite direction than the given direction. Your magnitude for the given direction was 4A. But since I am going from the opposite direction, so this should be what? Minus 4A. Whereas DC should be what? 4A. Your DC should be what? 4A. Now this is normally a vector that we are linked with just the straight line. But what if, let's say, this is A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Let's say this is 2A, this is 3B. Magnitude of AB is 2A, magnitude of BC is what? 3B. I want to find out AC. Now remember, whenever you do vectors, you can't go directly. You need to go through the root. That means if I go from A, I want to find out this vector, the direct vector. But since I do not know the magnitude and the direction, I'll create a route. I'll go from A to B, then I'll go from B to C, so that I can reach from A to what? C. So every time when you will be writing down the vector, the first initial thing is to write down the root. And the root will always be in positive, AB plus BC, irrespective of the direction. So now I know, since I need to go to AC, I'll go to AB and BC, and AB is 2A with the positive direction, and BC is 3B with the positive direction. Let's say I want to go from C to A. If I want to go from C to A, that means I'll be using CB plus BA. I'll be using CB plus BA. Now this is the route that I'm taking. The route that I'm taking is CB plus what? BA. So when I'm going from C to B, I'm basically going against the given direction. So this should be negative 3B. When I'm going from B to A, I'm again going to the against the given direction. This should be minus 2A. So basically, if you just look, your AC was 2A plus 3B. Your AC was 2A plus 3B. Now when I want to write it directly, when the given vector, the given magnitude is already there, and I want to write down the opposite of the given magnitude, I'll just change the signs. Which means, if I say CD is 7A minus 6B, so DC will become 6B minus 7A. Your 7A positive will become negative, and negative 6B becomes what? Positive 6B. Moving further, चलें, ये A है, इसको B बनाते हैं और इसको C बनाते हैं. A, B और C. ये आपका O बन गया, सेंटर. इसको बोलते हैं 3A प्लस 2A प्लस 3B. इसको बोलते हैं 4A माइनस 6B. इसको बोलते हैं 4B माइनस 3A. अलग अलग उसकी हमने पॉइंट्स की अलग अलग मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन दे दी गई. मैं बोलता हूं मुझे ए भी चाहिए. क्या चाहिए जी? ए और बी. तो नीचे करते हैं, क्या पता जगह चाहिए। AB is given. Now to find AB, what is the root that I am going to take in? AO plus OB. The root that I am going to take is AO plus OB. But if you look at AO, the given direction is upward, right? But I am coming downwards, opposite to the given direction. OB, I am going from O to B, and the direction is O to B as well. So this magnitude will remain positive, but this will be changed to what? Negative. So how are we going to write this? Positive 2A will become negative 2A. Positive 3 will become negative 3B. Positive 4A, negative 6B. Which means negative 2A positive becomes what? 2A. This becomes what? 2A. And this becomes 9B. Negative 9B. So what we can have is this vector is being shown now. Since we have founded AB, so this will be, the direction will be in this way. And what we can have is 2A minus 9B. What we can have is 2A minus 9B. So just removing it right now, because at this moment what more important is to find out the vectors and knowing what we found out. So let's work on BC. Let's work on BC. Your BC are the points where you need to create the root first. For BC, what we'll do is we'll go to BO, and then we'll go to OC. We'll go to BO, and then we'll go to OC. If we are going to BO, we are going opposite to the given direction. Right? We need to go to BO, but the direction is downwards. So the sign will eventually change, which will be minus 4A plus 6B. And OC is the positive direction, plus 4B minus 3A. So minus 4A minus 3A becomes what? Minus 7A plus 10B. So we can write this as 10B minus 7A. So that means you found out BC, the direction is this way. So this is 10B minus 7A. This is 10B minus 7A. Okay. Let's remove this. The third that you need to find out is AC. Now, examiner can ask you anything. The root of AC will be AO plus OC. AO is opposite to the given direction. Negative 2A, negative 3B, positive 4B, negative 3A. So this becomes 2B. This becomes negative 2 minus 5A and B. This becomes minus 5A and B. So that means what we can work out with this thing. The direction is this way. Minus 5A plus B. So the purpose of doing this is to make you understand that if I want to find out magnitude from any given direction, I might end up getting the same answers. let's say that this was your point. Let's say this was your point. A. This is your point B. Let's say this is your point C. This was O initially that we found out. So let's create a line from A to B, B to C, and A to C. We already know that the vectors were, the direction vectors we found out were in this way. And AB was 2A minus 9B. 2A minus 9B. BC was 10B minus 7A. And AC that we found out was minus 5A plus B. AC that we found out was minus 5A plus B. So, my main objective of doing this was to make you understand and realize that these were the 3 points that we calculated. These were the 3 lines that we calculated through what? These were the direction of the lines. If I want to calculate AC directly now see, I don't have the given what? Direction that I actually, magnitude that I actually had in the initial state, that were 2A, these were. But now the answers that I took out from these are 2A minus 9B and 10B minus 7A. To prove this, that if I take these magnitudes, I will again end up having the same answer. So what does that mean? That means if I want to go to AC, the magnitude that I have now are AB plus BC. The magnitude that I have now are AB and BC. AB is given direction is 2A minus 9B. Given direction is 10B minus 7A. So what is the end result? 2A minus 7A becomes minus 5A. Minus 9B plus 10B becomes what? B. So getting the answer, the same answer that we actually got through what? AO and OC, we got through AB and BC. So that means your direction does not matter, your magnitude does not matter to reach to the same points. The important is that the direction and the magnitude should be given to find out the other magnitude. Here we found out AB through AOB and OB. We found out BC through what? BO and OC. We found AC from AO and OC. So now when we had OB and BC, now see I do not have the magnitude inside magnitudes. But I know that these two magnitudes are there, 2A and 10B minus 7A. Using these two magnitudes, I can eventually find out the same magnitude of what? AC. That means to find AC, I can also go to AB and BC. So you take any route, AOOC or AB or BC. The only thing that is important is that the magnitude and the direction should be given to find out the other magnitude and the direction. To find out AC, in this way, I had AB and BC. In this, to find out AC, I had AO and OC. In both ways, answers are same. It won't differ. Let's work on parallel vectors. We can directly link to parallelogram. A shape is given. So these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. So what we need to understand in parallelogram that both the lines are same. So if the magnitude of this line is 2a, then we can eventually say the magnitude of this line is 2a as well. If we say magnitude of this line is 3b, we can eventually say the magnitude of this line should also be 3b. This is A, B, C, and D. So let's just rule out this thing. Let's erase this 3b. Now I want to find out CD. I need to find out CD. To reach to CD, what we can do is we can go to CB, we can go to BA, we can go to AD. To reach to CD, the route that we're going to take is CB, BA, and AD. So CD will be what? CB is opposite to the given direction. We need to go this way. But the direction is given on the right. So the magnitude will be what? Negative. So this is going to be minus 2a. We are going on the same direction of the given direction, positive 3b. And for AD, we are going with the same direction for the given direction. This is going to be positive 2a. So if you note that CD is negative 2a, positive 2a is cancelled. So you are left with what? 3b. So hence this is proof that yes, CD can be written as what? 3b. Why? Because these are what? Parallelogram. Considering it. Now, with the same example, the other example, let's work on that. Now, this is three-sided figure. Let's say this is a regular hexagon. So what you need to understand here is this, that these two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel. And these two lines are parallel. So whatever the direction is given, we'll be using the same direction. If the direction is given the right, the upper direction will be on the right as well. If this direction is on the left, this should be on the left too. If this direction is coming down, then this direction will be left too. Might be possible you will be given this direction, but you will not be given this direction. So if this is going upward, this will be upward as well. If this direction is given and this is not given, so if this is going downwards, so this automatically will go downwards. If this direction is given and this is not given, so if direction is going on the right, so this direction will go on the right as well. So knowing the fact that if this is 4B, 2A, 3C. So this is going to be 3C, 4B, and 2A as well. Let's just work out. Let's say this is not given as 3C. Let's say this is A, B, C, D, E, F. Now I know that AB is going to be 3C. I know that AB is going to be what? 3C, but let's just prove it. For AB, for A to B, what I need to understand, AB is going to be not 3C, AB is going to be negative 3C because it is going the opposite direction. So if I want to find out AB, this should be AF plus FE plus ED plus DC plus CB. So this is the root that I have created. So this is going to be 4B plus 2A minus 3C. Negative 4B, negative 2A. So if I want to find out this 4B cancels out, 2A cancels. So AB is what? Negative 3C. AB is what? Negative 3C. So you need to understand that what actually is given. What actually is given or what shape is given so that you can find out your vectors. In the same case, there can also be that X is the midpoint of CD. Let's say that X is the midpoint of CD. So in the CD, if X is the midpoint, so if CD is 4B, I can say this is 2B and this should be 2B as well. So that means if X is the midpoint of CD, if CD was 4B, then CX is equal to 3B. Similarly, XD will also be what 2B. We are dividing the same vector into two equal parts. If we say that W is the midpoint of DE, if W is the midpoint of DE, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna divide it by 2. So this is going to be 3 upon 2, and this is also going to be 3 upon 2C. This is going to be 3 upon 2 and 3 upon 2C. So if W is the midpoint of DE, then DE was 3C. So DW will be 3 upon 2C and WE will also be 3 upon 2C. So this will be the midpoint of any of the vector if it is given in the question. We can directly find out the midpoint through anything. Now, if let's say, if we find out midpoint in this, let's say, if midpoint is here, let's say midpoint is asking for V and AO is given to us, OB is already given to us. OA is 2A plus 3B. And I want to find OV. I want to find OV. So what I need to do is I'll be dividing this. So this should be 3 plus 3 upon 2B. This should be A plus 3 upon 2B. Because when divided by 2, 2A divided by 2 will become A. And 3 upon 2 will be the division midpoint of what? OA, and this point will be your midpoint, that is the red point. So there might be question related to the midpoint in the given question of the past papers.